Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about a new television series which just completed its first season, albeit it's a very short season of just 8 episodes. But that seems to be the trend for television series these days, doesn't it? Lots and lots of television shows and streaming shows that are just like 6 episodes, 10 episodes. This one is just say 8. But most of the episodes are pretty lengthy. It's around, I think, how many minutes? Probably around 55 minutes, I guess. Most of them, almost close to an hour, most of them. So I was looking forward to trying to watch this series, and I was able to. This is Heels, and it's based on a small-time independent wrestling league. Now, it's a drama series. There's a little bit of nudity and a lot of swear words, a lot of cuss words in it. Created by Michael Waldron. Not sure how to pronounce the name. Waldron, I guess. And it premiered in August of this year. Just concluded, I believe, maybe like 2 weeks ago. Yep, on October 10th. I just finished watching the final episode a few days, I think on Sunday night, about a week ago. So I decided to give you my thoughts on and review of this particular show. Now, Heels is basically about this. It's like a very small. It's a small town in Georgia, and it's called Duffy, and the league is called Duffy Wrestling League. It is run by two brothers, or rather, it's run by the elder brother, played by Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell, if you remember, is from Arrow. He was the Green Arrow Oliver Queen. Once that show ended, this is what he was going to get into, and he and his younger brother. Ace Spade. So Stephen Amell plays Jack Spade, the older brother. The younger brother is played by Alexander Ludwig. Both of them are Canadian actors, but this is an American show. And the younger brother is kind of like the face when it's supposed to be the good guy, and Jack Spade is playing one of the heels in the movie. In the series, and but he has got the title when the show starts, and when the series starts, and Jack is. Competing him for it. So that's the two main characters. Plus, there's a lot of other wrestlers in the show, including Alan Maldonado as Rooster Robbins. He's one of their star wrestlers. James Harrison as the Apocalypse. Roxton Garcia plays Thomas Spade, who's the son of Jack Spade. Chris Bauer plays an amazing character. I mean, I don't really like the character per se, but the acting is top notch. I think he really steals the show most of the time. As Wild Bill Hancock, who's a former wrestling star and former partner of of Jack's and Ace's late dad, who committed suicide about a year ago. His name is Tom Spade, played by David James Elliott, and who plays a recurring role. Mainly in flashbacks. Rounding out the cast is Alison Luff as Stacy Spade, Jack's wife. Mary McCormack plays Willie Day, who is Jack's business partner and a former love interest for Wild Bill Hancock. Kelly Berglund plays a valet and love interest for Ace, and she's amazing in the show as well. In fact, all the cast is absolutely bang on amazing. I don't think there's any of the cast that I did not like, and I felt everybody was top notch in this series, and that's what sets it apart from a lot of other shows. There isn't a 1 weak link in any of the cast members. Everybody brings their A game, and they keep it steady for these 8 episodes. You've also got a couple of names who I was surprised to see, but I didn't know his original name, but his real name is Phil Brooks, but the WWE might remember him as CM Punk, and he's got a couple of episodes. He's like a recurring character in this series. Also, is Bonnie Somerville as Vicky, and he plays Ricky Rabies. And Bonnie Somerville, Vicky Rabies, who plays his wife and valet. Bonnie Somerville, if you remember, in was that the final season or the 9th season of Friends, in which She plays Ross's girlfriend for a while. And you've got Mike O'Malley, who plays the owner and impresario of Florida Wrestling Dystopia, who's a rival league, but much larger. They make a lot more money than the Duffy League, and you can see it. The stadium that they have is a very small one. It's having some problems here and there. There's some leaks from the roof here and there. And the setting is small town America. They've got their church. They've got small stores. They've got small businesses, mom and pop shops, and they've got the Duffy League. So Jack is doing his best to try and get as much income to keep the league afloat, to make sure all the wrestlers are having a good future in the league. Um, he basically plays the heel, and he's the champion because he's also the most competent wrestler. And he writes mainly the scripts along with Willie Day, played by Mary McCormick, and he and Jack are having some issues because Jack really wants a shot at the title, and he doesn't get it, and things go wrong because even though he's supposed to be the face, he cries in the ring due to pain. He later on he will actually make one of the other wrestlers, a new wrestler. He'll actually break his foot. That guy is amazing as well. I can't remember that particular actor. His name is Trey Tucker. I think he's a new actor who plays Bobby Pin. He's one of the faces. Another recurring character is Duke Davis Roberts, who plays Big Jim Kitchen, and he's Ace's close friend. But he leaves the wrestling business in the first episode because his wife was expecting, and then he decides he wants to do something else, a little bit more safe, a little bit more stable, and they have a child a little later. Ace, when he gets upset, he does a lot of bad things. He messes up stuff. He treats his girlfriend and valet very badly. She ends up getting a friendship with what's his name over there, with Bobby, and it almost looks like a romantic situation, and that this is Ace off. That's why he breaks his leg. So there's a lot of things coming into the mix with Wild Bill coming in, and he doesn't approve of the way the league is being run. That's one of the reasons why he left, and Jack blames him for his father committing suicide because Tom didn't know how things were going to go. And so there's a lot of stuff, and the wrestling looks pretty bang on. It looks serious. It doesn't look like these are actors. It actually looks like these are wrestlers doing wrestling moves. Of course, wrestling is staged. They've got a lot of fake stuff in it, but the toll that they do that happens on the wrestlers is pretty real. So this is a look at what wrestlers from the smaller leagues go through. I've watched a few documentaries and I've read stories about some of the bigger wrestlers who've actually had tough times later on, with drug addiction, alcohol abuse, and struggling financially and all that stuff. There was a mini documentary on Jake the Snake Roberts, which was very difficult to watch. And if you watch the movie The Wrestler as well, that's pretty on par for the course for. I used to be for a lot of wrestlers as well who go on tough times. I used to be a big fan of wrestling from probably when I was a very young kid, and I tried. I tried following it as much as I could, both the WWE and the WCW. Then later became, just one. I think there's TNA, which is shown in India. It's pretty popular here as well, but I never watched it that much. I tried following some of the storylines for some time. I stopped watching wrestling in 2007. The reason that I stopped watching is Chris Benoit's death, and he was one of my favorite wrestlers. And when things came out about that storyline, I didn't like what was happening, and I kind of stopped immediately. Although a few times I've actually tried to watch some wrestling matches or some clips on YouTube, but for the most part, I've lost touch with wrestling. Although I do like stories and movies and television shows like this about wrestling, so it is pretty interesting. I think it's a solid Um, First season, it's a very, very well acted show, and I think it's got pretty awesome reviews. It's an 8 out of 10 for me for the first season. It's amazing. So maybe an 8.5. I can't give it anything lower than that. I need to give it at least an 8.5. So please do watch it. Make up your own mind about the show. It's only 8 episodes, so you can definitely binge it through a weekend. Um, I actually watched it over a few days, 2 episodes per day. It is pretty interesting. It's fun. There's a lot of nudity, like I mentioned. There's a little bit of quite a few sex scenes with Kelly Berglund and Alexander Ludwig, and therefore watch out for that. So yeah, but it's amazing. It's an amazing show. So please do watch it. Not safe for kids, of course, and not safe for you when you watch it with older folks as well. So yeah, that's it about Heels. It's a very, very entertaining show. So go ahead and watch it.